You want your B2B sales team to win as many customers in the shortest possible time, right? That's why you need qualification criteria. It's the garbage in, garbage out principle. A factory can't produce good products without the right raw materials, nor can your sales team produce the best customers without the right prospects. Qualification enables salespeople to prioritize who to spend their time on, and it helps avoid wasting the prospect's time in the bargain. Now, there are lots of approaches to qualification. ProspectSafari has several, like BANT, MEDIC, Scotsman, FACT, and others, and it'll get you started. They are approaches that other people have settled on as, really good, best practices in their judgment. And to be sure, most people will be more successful using something like this than just kind of rolling your own. However, there are some concerns with a best practices approach. And there's a lot more riding on the choice you make here than you might consider. And that's why Chris asked me to make this presentation for you. So let's consider some of these concerns. If you're the sales leader and you've wondered, which approach is best? Is BANT too simple? Is MEDIC too complex? Would some other approach be better? You're onto something. Qualification criteria tends to focus on what's in it for you, the seller, since you don't want to waste your time on the wrong prospects, and that is perfectly legitimate. Unfortunately, it doesn't help salespeople who need to gain some empathy for customers, who need to understand their customers better. That's where competitive advantages lie. So as an example, if you bring in customers with poor product fit or poor cultural fit, these can be chronic and expensive problems for your company. To identify the best prospects, you have to look outward first. What qualities do your company's best customers possess? And what do your salespeople need to know about prospects in order to identify the most compelling value propositions? For example, having a budget is important, but companies handle budgets differently. Some take them seriously and some don't care. Should salespeople be searching for indications of a prospect's urgency or some other deeper business need instead? Think of it this way. Do you want your salespeople over time to simply be doubling down? Of course, best practices can be good, but by this approach, what really matters is more calls, more prospecting, more ads, more leads, more channels. It's unfortunate, but a lot of sales managers have just one strategy: work harder. And it can work for a while, yet no one can work flat out forever. So at the end of the day, most teams experience diminishing returns, and you might also. Consider an alternative. You want your people over time to be learning and improving. Expecting improvement to happen on its own is not a strategy. You, the leader, need to help your people to expect it and inspect it. And when experiments succeed, you need to make that better way a path of least resistance. This is how you build salesmanship into the business, not just into the salespeople. There is a better way, and it's called evidence-based qualification. It's more scientific, and it turns out it's also the simplest and the fastest way to improve your sales results. And I can tell you about this because I've been in B2B sales for decades through 6 different industries, including sales training and management consulting. But with a math degree in college, I was more interested in how our company's systems and processes worked than most guys were. And I ended up writing 2 important sales management books: Sales and Marketing the Six Sigma Way in 2006, and Sales Process Excellence, earner of the Shingo Research Award in 2015. So in the next video, I'll show you how the evidence-based approach enables your team to begin continuously improving sales results.